Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode. Well, we've been out here since 11 o'clock this morning, and I can talk a little bit louder because it's raining, making all kinds of noise on my homemade blind, so yeah, the deer can't hear squat. And it's not like I'm gonna expect deer in the next 5 minutes, so. But it's going on 2 o'clock now, or just after 2, somewhere around there. Anyways, I'm here until 5:15, which is like actual, you have to be gone. Well, actually you don't. You just can't shoot anything, but you can stay here and watch nature if you want to in the pitch dark. But you're not going to see much. Anyways, so, anyway, tomorrow is the last day of rifle season, so I might go out for rifle season tomorrow. But I figured I almost got a doe the other night, if it wasn't for not being able to put my bow vertical, so I do have a crossbow now, and that'll increase my chances exponentially. However, I was out here last night with the crossbow and no deer showed up while I was here. So, don't know, but all the food was gone this morning, so they obviously were here last night. I still have to check the footage. I changed that over earlier, so my wife took that in for me, and I put out some more food today, and about 3/4 of a bucket, I guess. Anyways, running low again, damn it. Freaking mongrels, man, they like to eat, I guess. But, there's no shortage of deer around here, that's for damn sure. I was talking to my landlord there this morning on our way back from breakfast, and he was driving down Chiswick, which is near our road, the other day, and he saw what he said must have been about 3 dozen deer and a bunch of turkeys together. And I was like, and that's just nearby the house. And at least 6 or 7 deer bought the bullet yesterday from gun shooters. In the area where I live, but you know, they were further away from my location, but I could hear the shots. So anyway, we're doing crossbow here at the house, and we're going to go out onto Crown Land tomorrow. I was talking to my buddy, and we figure we'll go back out to Pioneer again, except this time we're going to drive the road as far as we can and save us 5 miles of hiking for nothing. We're going to drive the road and see what happens down there, if we can find clearings or deer, whatever there should be. Enough deer around, that's for damn sure. But because we're not going to go till after I get back home from church tomorrow, and that means that it's going to be a much shorter day, and he's fine with it. As long as we get a couple hours, it's all good with him. So I said, all right, we'll go then. Tomorrow it's also supposed to snow too, which has benefits for hunting. So does rain, and this type of rain, they will get out and move around. And we actually did see some deer on the way back from breakfast. We saw 3 does booking it across a big field toward this way, so they're out moving around during the day, and that's good. And they're gonna, because it's cold out and it's raining now, so that's promising for deer moving as long as the rain doesn't get too heavy. Otherwise they'll hunker down, and then we're gonna be screwed for the whole night. But it's not supposed to let up on this rain until after hunt time, so well, anybody's guess. We're either gonna get deer right here tonight or we're not. I'll either shoot one or I won't. So we're definitely going to keep you guys informed, that's for sure. But we definitely didn't get anything last night, which kind of really sucked. But, you know, it is what it is. They don't always come out for hunt time and, you know, type of thing. But the other night was such a... It's an awe event when you come up that close to a deer within 15 yards and how big they really are. And it's like, holy frig. And your heart's going, and you're still trying not to lose your shit, which I didn't, which is good. So at least I know myself very well with this. But yeah, getting that compound to go vertical, yeah, 15 yards, that's not a happening thing. You pretty much would have to sit here with it vertical at all times, and, you know, and then pulling it back, that's your next challenge. You know, because any movement at 15 yards, these guys can see it. I swear to God, they got one eyeball on the food and the other eyeball on you at all times. You know, it's like, yeah. But with a crossbow, we should have a much better chance, because I can acquire my target pretty fast in the scope and pull the trigger. So that's a lot better than dealing with a compound. So we'll see how it goes. And if it does go well, well, I think one way or another, I'm still buying the compound because I really like it. But anyway, stay tuned. We'll keep you guys updated throughout the day. And so, but I figured we'll make this the first video of the day because I've already been out here for about 3 hours plus, and, nothing so far, but I knew there wouldn't be anyways. Even though they say, oh, the ideal time for killing bucks is this time during the peak rut and all this jazz, right? And it's like, bullshit. Don't stop feeding me wives' tales. I know better. I watch my cam footage. You know what I mean? But anything could happen. That's the big thing. And if you're not out here, you are screwed if they are around. So I figured, well, I guess I'll be around today and make a whole day of it. And, we'll go out again tomorrow and then back at it again Monday if I don't get nothing. So anyways, hope and pray is all we can do. So we'll stay tuned. So instant for you. Well, guys, it's about 3:53. Still got lots of squirrels, a blue jay, little other birdies picking up the food. No sign of deer. It's been raining a lot off and on. Sometimes light, sometimes heavy. Right now it's kind of light. But yeah, I'm out here till the end. Anyways, I'm freaking freezing. My wife brought me some extra socks and some extra pop and whatnot, something to eat. And yeah, but my feet are still freaking frozen, I'm telling you. And yet it's supposedly +4 out here. Could have freaking fooled me. Anyhow, well, we're still going to keep at it, though. And I only have until 5:15, and I literally have to be out of here because that's the final chime of the hunting hours for the day. So, but because sunset is 4:45, so 5:15, you have to be out of here, which is fine by me because, hopefully I get a deer. But if I do, I do. If I don't, well, I'll try again tomorrow, you know what I mean? But anyway, wish me luck. Yeah, instant for you. Well, guys, back in the house where it's nice and warm, and we got nada. Now, there were a few gunshots going off in the area where I am, and so a few people probably got some deer. But my deer just didn't want to come to the stand tonight. And, well, I kind of figured anyways, because when it rains, they don't like to come out and play at that whole half hour before sunset. They want to come out after I've left. So, whatever. It is what it is. However, tomorrow, I'm thinking about in the morning, I might go out for about an hour or so before church. And then the plan is, if it works out, my buddy and I are going to go back out to Pioneer, drive down the road that we were on last time, and see how far we can get before we can't drive the car. And hopefully we can find some open areas where there's deer and maybe get a deer with our guns, because tomorrow is the last day of gun season for the year for deer in our area. So we're going to take advantage of it and, give her a go. It's going to definitely be a very short day for hunting, though, because by the time I get home from church, go pick him up, and we get out there, we're talking 2 o'clock. And then, so that gives us basically till about 4-ish. And then we got to start thinking about getting back in the car and taking him home. So we're only going to get about 2 hours out for actual hunting time. But that's the way it goes. And he's willing to do it. So I said, sure, well, let's do it. And so if I don't get anything in the morning before church, there's always the opportunity in the afternoon out hunting for the gun season thing. And if that fails, well, back at it again Monday morning and Monday night until I get a damn deer this year. And I really didn't want to do this in the snow. But hey, guess what? It is supposed to snow tomorrow, which is definitely great for deer hunting. Because even when it snowed here last year at the blind, deer will come up. They just do, and at odd times too, which is kind of weird. Not when you expect them, but at least you can shoot them. Yeah, other than that, everything else, it was a day of freezing to death for way too many hours, because I was out there since about 11 o'clock this morning until 5. So yeah, it was a long day sitting on my butt, freezing my butt off, and brrr, my whole body is still kind of like grrr. But that's the way it goes. Well, sorry we didn't have anything really awesome to report on this one, but hey, at least we got a report going and we know what's going on and what's not happening as of yet. But we will keep the videos going as often as we can until I get a deer. And if I don't get a deer, boy, am I going to be pissed, because I got a doe tag. And yeah, we have a lot of doe. We just got to convince them to stay put. Let me get my crossbow up, because poof, you know. At least crossbow is going to be a lot easier than a regular bow, especially at 15 yards where I'm set up. So, and but anyways, wife and I have already been talking to about getting another regular blind for next year. A, more compact. B, fully camoed already. C, them buggers can't see me at all. So, you know, that's the good point. But probably won't get another doe tag next year. So, but I am still working on a tree stand at the same time, because my buddy has one for sale. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll scope out the area down below in the big field, because we have several acres there still. And so maybe we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, that's it, and catch you on the next one.